Daddy.
Hello and welcome to 4 Acres RC. Today we're going to be messing around with Draco. This is one of the original ones. It was like the pre-order when Mike Patey and Horizon Hobby did all their stuff. I was just waiting for it. I was like, yeah, it's finally the time. Draco's coming out, and I pre-ordered it, spent all that money. Took forever to show up. Finally showed up. I was like, yeah, I've got Draco. And then I never opened the box. I would say it was probably a year before I even opened the box. I couldn't believe that I did that. But once I opened the box, started flying it. It's awesome. Crashed it a bajillion times because I'm terrible at flying. Lots of damage, but it's, mostly intact. There's a lot of glue, a lot of different places, some dowel rods sticking in there, keeping it all together. Landing gear is pretty much just glued together at this point. But yeah, I had to change the prop a few times. It's not cheap. Not cheap when you crash it and break the prop off, that's for sure. But we'll get some flights on it today. Got the kids around, so we'll be racing the kids for a little bit and have a good time. Let's get to live action. Super fun times today. You can see all the different damage that we've got on it, but it's mostly, I think that was a chicken at some point, got a hold of it. That's what we do out here. Some dents and dings, but it's holding up. Not too terrible. All right, so we're gonna get back to some runway maintenance. Let me know what you guys want to see as far as the runway maintenance and what kind of activities we should do for that grass runway, what kind of updates and upgrades, things of that nature. All right, today we've got some wind out of the west, southwest. So we'll try to do a little more flying, see what we can do with these runways, but we need to first get them mowed down, about 2.5 on the mower, whatever that means as far as the actual depth. So we'll use 2.5 there. We'll see what we can do. had the 5-year-old and the 3-year-old take some footage, so not sure what that looks like, but we'll see. And 5-year-old wanted to fly it a little bit, and then of course it started running out of batteries, got close to the ground, had to pull up, got very close to crashing, and then barely limped it in and landed on the very far end of the runway. So success! Looking good though, and runways are looking nice. I think we can do a little bit more for these runways, maybe put some runway markings on them, and put, designate this one runway 2709 and figure out what the heading is for that one. And let me know if you want to see some more runway building activities. All right, so Big Red is still in one piece for the most part. Let's see what we've got on our battery chart. All right, we got the big 6S hooked up, and we'll see where we're at. All right, so pretty good. That was the 5-minute timer on the Spectrum here. I did it just the other day. It might have been the other battery, might have been this battery, and I think I got to 4 minutes and 30 seconds before I pretty much ran all the way out of batteries, but I was using full throttle a lot more because the kid was trying to fly. I had to power out a lot of things. So I'll have to do a couple more flights on this and see if we're actually getting 5 minutes out of it, or if it's in the 4 minutes, 30 second range before it completely goes out, because I landed in a soybean field and cracked a couple things on this bird. Back here on the fuselage, you can see this crack down the side here, and a crack down the side here. As I raise it up, that crack gets a little bit bigger, so definitely messed with the structure a little bit, as well as this windshield popped out a little bit, and you can see some gappage here. So it's been through a lot, but it's holding up pretty well. I was thinking for upgrades for the RC runway, I'm thinking windsock. I'm thinking maybe we could work on doing some leveling, get some sand out there, try to level it out, seed it, do some fertilizer, maybe some watering, things of that nature. Try to really get that grass going nicely. Potentially turn it into a putting green at some point. Try to really compact it down, make it really solid and really, leveled out. But those are things to come, things that we're going to be working on as the times go by. But yeah, those are going to be the things that we're working on, trying to get this grass runway squared away, maybe put some runway markings on it, label the runways, and put some, 1,000-foot markers, things of that nature, trying to put some aiming points and see if we can kind of dial in our landings and try to make it a fun little airport environment for little RC airplanes. It'll be a good time. And that'll do it for this episode of 4 Acres RC. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the flippity flop.